Assalamu alaikum. Have you ever wondered what happens to children on the Day of Judgment? How does Allah, the most merciful and the most just, deal with their innocence and purity? The Day of Judgment is a central belief in Islam, a day when every soul will stand before Allah and every deed, big or small, will be accounted for. But when it comes to children, the question arises: are they held accountable for their actions like adults? The answer lies in the profound teachings of the Quran and the sayings of our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In Islam, children are a trust and a blessing from Allah. The Quran reminds us, wealth and children are but adornment of the worldly life. Surah Al-Kahf 1846. Every child is born upon the fitrah, the natural state of purity and belief in Allah. This means they are free from sin and carry no burden for their actions until they reach a specific age. This age, known as baligh or maturity, marks the beginning of accountability. Before this age, children are not held accountable. Allah, in His infinite wisdom, does not burden a soul beyond what it can bear. The Quran states, "And we do not punish until we have sent a messenger." Surah Al-Isra 17:15. For children, this verse signifies that they are not subject to the same level of judgment as adults because they have not fully grasped the concepts of right and wrong. One of the most comforting teachings in Islam is the status of children who pass away before reaching maturity. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam described them as birds of paradise. He said, "The children of the believers who die will be in paradise. They will meet their parents at the gates of paradise and will take them by the hand and bring them into paradise." This hadith shows the immense mercy of Allah. These children are granted entry into Jannah without questioning and even intercede for their parents. Imagine a grieving parent reuniting with their lost child in eternal happiness. This is a powerful reminder of Allah's compassion. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam further emphasized that accountability is tied to understanding. He said, "There are three people whose deeds are not recorded: the insane person until he regains his sanity, the sleeper until he wakes up, and the child until he reaches maturity." Children who cannot fully comprehend the implications of their actions are not held responsible by Allah. On the Day of Judgment, Allah's justice will be absolute. Every soul will be judged based on their intentions and deeds. But for children, their innocence ensures that they are treated with mercy. The Quran reminds us, "Indeed, Allah does not wrong anyone by as much as an atom's weight." Surah An-Nisa 4:40. Raising children is a significant responsibility for parents. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Each of you is a shepherd, and each of you is responsible for his flock." Parents are required to nurture their children in the light of Islam, teaching them about prayer, honesty, kindness, and gratitude. If a parent fulfills this duty with sincerity, they will reap immense rewards on the Day of Judgment. The efforts of raising a child in righteousness continue to benefit parents even after their death. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "When a person dies, all their deeds come to an end except three: a continuous charity, knowledge that benefits others, and a righteous child who prays for them." Children who pray for their parents, who act righteously, and who follow the teachings of Islam are a source of endless rewards. As parents and caregivers, it is our duty to instill in children the values of faith and good character. Teach them about Allah's oneness, encourage them to pray, and inspire them to act kindly. These small efforts create a foundation that can lead to everlasting rewards. The teachings of Islam about children remind us of Allah's infinite mercy. They teach us that no soul is burdened beyond its capacity, and that the innocence of children is a sign of Allah's divine wisdom. May Allah grant us the strength to fulfill our duties toward children and guide them on the straight path. And may He gather us all alongside our loved ones in the eternal gardens of paradise. Reflect on these teachings and take comfort in Allah's wisdom and mercy. Let us strive to nurture the next generation with love, patience, and faith.